assembly, this press conference that is known as the Papisolos Press Conference Hall, the sacred theater of revolutionary consciousness. It is important to recognize all other executive committee members and officials. Precisely, it's an honor to take this time to recognize that the Randolph Pastor Grand Pastor Scott Tobai. Amanda!
Son of the Bushman.
Assembly Secretary, it is important to also take this time to recognize the revolutionary by excellence, a political combatant, and unapologetic ideologue, chairperson emeritus of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. Amanda! Now, the man who is the bulwark, the mitochondria, the epicenter of the National Secretary of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change, the President of the Jefferson Tamakoji. Amanda! National Edge, we must also not forget that before God and history, the man who presides for the Zapata sections of this big and revolutionary movement is in our midst, the trainer of gladiators, the man who has gladiated his gladiatorial role in the arena of politics and battles. Permit me to register my recognition to the chairman of the Zapata sections of the Indomitable Mali Congress for Democratic Change, by extension the Coalition for Democratic Change. Manga! Karibo Kabibi Mabana! Karibo Kabibi Mabana! Long live the fighting spirit of the doctor, long live! Long live the undying spirit of Mali Congress, long live! Luta! Sayo! Power Chairman, Sayo! This is the normal democratic and revolutionary routine. The rate of this party remains a sacred understanding about this great movement. Come chairperson, have a revolutionary distance on. Has come to a critical juncture. A juncture between the forces of reactions and the forces of backwardness versus the forces of good. A juncture has come to distinguish propaganda and to provide substance to the masses of our people. This is a critical juncture. A juncture that will airbrush and rubbish anti-democratic tenets in the political theater of our body politics. And that's why we can remember in the writings of George Orwell, he said, and I quote, that it is only to the time of universal deceit. It is only to the time of universal conspiracies, lies, treacheries, mis and disinformation, telling the truth, testifying on the bold truth, the hard truth is the hallmark of every revolutionary. And that's why today the full bench of the National Executive Committee of the Indomitable Market Coalition for Democratic Change has come to provide the unequivocal and unambiguous truth as we move towards the political and governance throughout the land and throughout this country. It is really important, Congress and friends, that the nation will be talked to. The nation will be spoken to. We have heard some intellectual donkeys, political flunkies, weaklings, ill-fitted, barbaric, reactionary, retrograde elements of the old order parading a few weeks ago, trying to create panic, want to cause fear and pandemonium, masquerading with arrogance and pomposity. Revolutionary Market Congress for Democratic Change, by extension the Coalition for Democratic Change, will speak to these issues, the plethora of the issues, the cascades of the issues. And this is where we stand. This is where we stand. Let Lord Premiership say, and I've told that in politics, there's no neutrality. You either be for or you be against. Even neutrality has taken side. When we stand to be neutral, the best place in here is for you. Those who in the time of moral and economic crisis stand on the pedestal of neutrality. We have chosen our side. We've got it back fast to the ideological construct and philosophical doctrine of the Revolutionary Congress for Democratic Change, by extension the Coalition for Democratic Change. And we remain unapologetic for this stance. To death, we defend this party with our last blood. Congress, what you are about to witness, what you are about to hear, is that the party, the People's Party, the custodian of the masses' trust and confidence, is about to provide to you policy direction, prescription that will lead the masses into pari passu and catapult them towards 2023. So we have come to inform you that nobody dares, threatens, intimidates the CDC into panic, cowardice, and submission. Because the CDC have gone through many battles and struggles. The CDC have experienced more sophisticated reactionaries and were brought down to the political enemies. The CDC faced the most dangerous last Dr. Tui Party, the last surviving mafia of the old order. 12 years in opposition, engaged on bands. So non-charlatans and daily charlatans will try to masquerade You want to intimidate the CDC. You do not have the people on your side. You do not have the so authentic power to order any change and cause in the body politic of the state. We will now retreat to our catacomb and invite on stage. We will retreat to our catacomb and invite on stage the man who will give you a panoramic view succinctly on the itinerary of this press conference moving forward. It's no other person else but a young man who grew up in the laboratory being processed as a battle district militant and cadre, Vice Chair for Welfare Emeritus of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mali Congress for Democratic Change. Currently, an executive committee member, leading an assistant secretary on the secretariat, ensuring that he dots the R and he crosses the T. Comrades and friends, I'm jollified and jollicum. I'm only mesmerized and gleefully exuberant to now bring to this brochure the revolutionary by excellence, the cadre, the ideologue, the militant, the stalwart, random, African master stroke globally. Manda! 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 Manda!
So now we go straight into the press conference. We all know this party is a God-fearing party. We do pray. So now ask Mother Comfort in the back to please be on the short opening prayer. Mother Comfort. A volunteer quickly.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Our God, we thank you this afternoon for once again bringing us together under one power. Lord, as we go into our tete-a-tete with Christ and with our compatriots, take control and let that will be done in Jesus' name.
Amen. So that was a powerful prayer from one of our comrades. Straight into the program. First of all, we like to thank from Fidel Castro, who gave the message of Aboriginal to the message. So we got two speakers today. The first speaker is Comrade Adilo Jefferson Tamai Koji. He's just going to give a brief overview and then serve as the John the Baptist for today. Matter of fact, since the induction of this new NEC, this is the first major press conference we presided over at the most powerful man in our party, Chairman Mobake Molu. And so, LG Jefferson Samakoji is going to usher in Chairman Jefferson, Chairman Mobake Molu. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen of the press, compatriot Liberians, members of our party, the Indomitable Mighty Congress for Democratic Change, I now have the distinct honor and privilege to provide this overview and invite onto this podium Comrade Adilo Jefferson Tamakoji.
Amanda! Amanda!
Sayo forward.
Eddie.
Forward.
Whatever.
Forward. The masses property. Forward. Don't live. Don't live. Don't live. Don't live. Back to church. We are don't live. Don't live. Don't live. The CDC don't live. Don't live. Manda. Away to. Manda. Away to. Away to. Manda. Thank you. Distinguished partisans, paratroopers, gladiators, revolutionary, combatant, our chairperson, Moba K. Molu, the trainer of trainers, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, and to our distinguished members of the Fourth Estate. It behooves us at this point in time to have you here as one of the most reliable partners in the people's business. We are here like the Deputy FG for Records and Research. Rana Masakwe, Beres Pasakwe, Global, you said this is our first engagement since the people of this country should be represented by the Multi Coalition of Democratic Change, made a conscious decision and chose the people children and elected them overwhelmingly to bear the trust of their struggle. We want to use this time to wholeheartedly commend you. You have made history again, second to none. You conducted a process here where the 15 counties and the political subdivision of our country was in attendance. It was not a moderate or a purported, a legitimate, genuine representation. And a matter of fact, today you sit here, you see children from Taratan, Memesi Kabal was elected by the people. That's why when you say you have a representation of the people, it's not to utter a bad expression. You can identify, look at the National Executive Committee, the people's children can be identified. And that's why I'm not surprised. Today you see now a composition of the opposition, a more elect, more formal government official than ordinary people. When you see the CDC before, there were people in the opposition, in fact, who were leaders who by far had no experience of government association. But today, we want to say to you, our friends, take your microphone across the road and check. It's an open challenge. Those today who constitute themselves as the leading voices of our people. Can't call them leading forces. They are a group of arrangemen. It's saturated with anger. And that's why we call them, they are perpetually anger. Angry people. Better witness, you are here. How can all of the leading voices who say they're speaking for the people, they are all former government officials? Like you said today, I'm here. Everything is okay when I leave. They are drunk. Even if that, they got no respect for the people. You can be a member of them, but give the people's children an opportunity to champion their cause. Are you seeing there's no ordinary person who have a disagreement with the system I can lead? That is the kind of a thing you know about them. They will never give you a space. They do not believe in you. They have no semblance of respect. They always believed that you do not fit. You only can be at the end where you can be veiled for usage purposes.
Serio, they are angry losers. Serio, political apostles of disorder. Serio.
Thank you, young man. The message is clear. As a voice on the slum community on the densely populated West Point. But we come here to speak for the people. They decide we accompany the message. That's why Chairman Molly is chosen and blessed and endowed with the unspecified grace of the Almighty God. As we speak to you, he presides over the tripartite session. He started fighting for the people for the last 18 years. He stayed, continued to soldier on with no precondition. He has said to himself, as long as he has breath, he will continue to stand up with all of the contradiction and the misgiving. He will never ever cattle the reactionary forces. Today we are here simple to address an array of issues by the true people representative. A political leader who was elected by his people, who participated in a very heated executive committee meetings that led to the outcome, and which of course the chairperson is being instructed to convey the people's decision. And that's why he's here today. And before that's happening, we want to say to you here today that this party have been engaged in activities that are driven by these people's cause. Under our leadership, directly presiding over the Secretariat, as the chairman is about to speak to you, we want to speak to our friends directly. Government appointees, you need to be aware fully, especially presidential appointees who are engaged into double standards. You need to be forthcoming and forewarned. We have been called to do our people's business, to be in a system that is responsible for your survival, to be in a system that is responsible for your upkeep, and not just you and your family people. And you see nothing to do but to backstab this system. We also not to say, we also not to say, want to say to you, the partisans have been elected to expose, to name, and to shame. This is a decent and responsible institution. Partisans are everywhere. And that's why we said to our friends and our loved ones that were coming, and let's say, Commander, what are you battle for? In our minute, we visit them. So we are released, we have uplifted the moratorium. Go to them. I want to inform you, you are here in Sony went not too long, and they are talking to our but we ask them to talk to you, don't worry. They will talk with you. Provide your logistical tools to them. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter when the man owe you another, he pay you, they can stay home, eh? The debt you caused way back. We want to assure you that the people's children are aware. We send them to you, go and talk to them. And we advise them, stop, say you're not part of the process before the deed. Go and stand and say you're part of it. Stop distancing yourself. We sent them, we have given them. They should go and monitor and observe that the city wasn't happy enough too long. And said, look, and you know the reason I'm talking, I see Sekou here, because Sekou was asking the question. And before I let the chairperson to come in, without delving into the substance of this issue, the chairperson has their own butter mandate to clearly tell you exactly what we are here. We told you clearly here, we just need people to get fresh code and you're passing around the place. I want to say to you without no intention, we're just giving a piece of information. And that information that today we're giving, it will be panicking. The reason is simple. You chose the two things. You chose to work for your happiness and pleasure. And we chose to work for our people. We don't have to pay them. People here can compromise. And you said, you told the government no. A letter was written in deception. You did not even include the caption of your rally. You also did not include the purpose of the rally. You just said you were meeting. And right after you were having your meeting, right after 2 hours, in the same gathering, you spoke and you make a knowledge about protest. You talk about April 14. The question to our journalist, that conversation, was it written in the letter? And one of the partisans, we can tell you, one of the partisans above to release the full recording of that meeting. One of their partisans.
Yo, intelligent viewers, sophisticated, yo. Intelligent viewer, yo. They are on the running case and race, yo.
So you can be aware. And I know you jumping and holding people's phone this time. And you say, don't enter here. Why are you disturbing the people? Are you fighting for them? If they cannot even trust you in a conversation, how then you mean what you got, you personally elected yourself to be a representation of the people. If your children in your womb begin to tell you matters in your bedroom, it means you need to question yourself what kind of father you are. You need to question yourself what kind of father you are. Because your children should be protected. They should be protectors of what transpiring in the resident. And you come, you're getting angry with us. Stop disturbing the people and stop taking phone from them. And say, you can't enter days and what's happening. We can tell you on a play-to-play business. We came here to do a piece of job, and that's what we know how to do better. And we got nothing personal against you. The only thing we say, do not escape your history. Be proud of what you did and who you are. That's what life is about. When somebody remind you about your true identity, do not become an escapee of history. We ask a simple question. We ask a simple question about what's happening in Nimba County. Simple question. We ask that question. And you all know about the question here. We say, what's happening about the Dokis family? That's what we asked. We asked about that. We cause no trouble about that. And we want to say thank you to the international community who are beginning now to follow Kingway, particularly our traditional friends, the Americans. We want to say thank you for intervening and trying to make sure that what is occurring should be fall short, nothing but in accordance with the law. We also want to say thank you for also expressing. If people think that you will use shortcut here to obtain the people's trust, you are sadly mistaken. You came now, and you think ever you're waiting for an international decision, and that decision will come, and you see some people that you see that they are trapped, or Jonathan Koji, and you have behind the wall, and you say you're waiting for somebody to come for him. come to the host. Let us meet at the barricade. Let us go and debate the issues of the Liberian people. And don't just come by echoing words. You come along with your history. Don't leave it. Don't abandon it. Let your history at this time accompany you. Don't do that. If we're discussing Judas here, who betrayed Jesus Christ, we're not just discussing, we're discussing history. Historicity will be discussed.
You betrayed Jesus Christ. Exhibition. Jesus Christ is a sedition.
Let us stop this. When you think that you express and you insult the president and you become a revolutionary, what kind of attribute is that? What kind of an armchair revolutionary? And you say we were here and we fought, you make a mistake. This CDC was given birth when this country was greeted with turmoil. When two classes failed, when the political cabal failed the Liberian people. When men, some of them divided into sprinkler, into factions, and they became warring factions here. When the Liberian people were frustrated, they could not trust the politicians anymore. And they could not even trust the oligarchy who had kept them and perpetuated their suffering. They took the people themselves, they rise up to the occasion, they gave birth to what is known as the Congress of Democratic Change. And today, people in Mwaba Moru was in Ghana struggling after activities of people today. Like this young man today, he fled, he became refugee not by trust, but he became refugee by coercion. Every Liberian has the right to be born in this country and have an opportunity to live here. And there are some people here who shamelessly cannot own up to the fact that there's some of their activity and their association led to the murdering of people in this country. That some of their activity led to people who fled from this country. And they shamelessly try to look for people and they kidnap, rise up to the occasion and say, if you show you are a brave person, it's not to insult a president. It's to offer repentance. Say I participated in the process. I requested for a head of the Southeastern child. Milton TJ. He wouldn't grant he did, but because he said the Southeastern region was being plundered, when they were embellishing the resources. But you see, when there is God, today the legs, and good that we don't tell that is a Unity Party person. He's somebody I respect so kindly, and he's somebody who intellectual powers go without question. But I'm saying these things because we are students of history. We follow it very keenly. And we do not want to again because Koji express an opinion and somebody go in or meet and be asking for a hair. No, we don't want that.
I know.
That should never come back to Liberia.
Never.
And to say, oh, I not carry a gun, but the more dangerous people that people not carry a gun. You are making decisions against gun to these innocent children. You drop them and you misuse them. And told people like Ambassador George Manawia, a UNICEF ambassador, to disarm these people, children. And that's how you think you can interpret into the Liberian people. He has paid a price. He has lived his life. They know him. And that's what they did. They need no one to interpret him to them. Anyway, today is not the issue we here for.
Mana!
The chairman is here, but you guys who are great friends, and we don't blame you people. Your duty is to befriend everybody. I befriend the reason I'm talking, because I understand. See, you can say, oh, why you looking behind Sekou? Hey, Sekou, no, I don't want Sekou to be my friend. I don't need a friendship. What I want Sekou in the lives of our journalists to do They should be true to themselves. To be a journalist is a sacred responsibility. Please go beyond that and ask me the question. Am I lying? Some of your family were victimized. And you say, wherever we call you Ezra, remember, no. The difference is, there are other people today who are here, even within the CDC. Those people have realized what they go wrong. Yeah. They have realized it. And even God said to you, when you commit sin, He asks you for confession and repentance. Yeah. And not say you, and you still saying, and you pretending you are denying to be who you are. No. We're not saying they are Liberians. We're not saying to you, all we're saying to you, no, you have to be ashamed. Don't go back to intelligence you did before. Stop it. To think that you will announce protests in this country, so what are you going to do? When you go protest, how is it going to do? Will you be distributing job when you protest? On the protest scene? Are you going to be distributing job there? No. Are you going when you go to the protest scene? And that's why they're suffering. So if the protest scene will be the point of conversion where suffering will end? No. Are you thinking that brain people don't know what they want? If Koji is not doing his job, at one place here in this country you go to, it's the elections, and the decision of the brain people will be respected. We are respected. There are thousands of our number who are defeated in Moscow. Yeah, who are defeated in other places. We never question the people's decision. Because we were born and raised out of the people's decision. They made us, and that's why we are respected of their decision. Don't come here and you think you can bamboozle your way and take advantage of the people intelligent, and you think you're a smart person. No. The Liberian people may not be talking, but they're smarter than your gimmick. But that's not what we're here for. The chairman got a message for you. The chairman has a message. The message is very clear. The LG is a messenger. Here. And when we call their names, you get regard. They put the drummer of Prince Johnson. What can you? You think we're interested in? We've got no intention to divide this country. No, that's not what the CDC were brought for. The CDC were brought to create a middle class. We came to attract all sides. We said to you, what do you be, a common person? Be a native person. And whatsoever you come for, the CDC is a center of attraction of our Liberians. Yeah. It is you who believe that the likes of Koji. So somebody say, oh, he said little Koji. Of course we are. You are weak. People like you will never accept people like us. Even you make me, whatever, they say you may have. No, they do not. That's the reason today they disrespect the president. And they think they're smarter than you. And they try to intellectualize the presidency. But you know what I mean? We are not bothered about those kind of attributes. When the person can only give you what he has, if you got no decency in you, you will also give no decency. That's the issue, simple. So it's not just me. It's just me. Any one of you who journalists, today or tomorrow, it doesn't matter what office you occupy. They got zero respect for you. Because they worked with people before where they were engaged in a place. They were making decisions about distributing suffering and life have been lost. So Koji didn't look like something that they would never consider. But good friend, and I will call you ambassador. Be aware, ambassador. We owe you no apology about my rival. Yeah. We owe you absolutely no apology. If you claim that when you are buffering, you say, Koji in the ghetto, come, don't announce it, meet me there. That's quite well, I'm there. You met me, yeah. I'm a vet. I'm a victim, and many other persons are victims. You think your victims will see you who is the victim master, and they don't know. They may be very poor. They may not have food to eat. Things may not be okay, but their intelligence haven't gone for vacation. They want to know exactly what it is. We are here. You met us here. Some of us grew up here. We know exactly. And don't panic about who we were. We fought throughout to distinguish us from our people. Words do not distinguish us from our people. Our dues, our attributes, no matter how you speechify yourself here, we want to say to you clearly that it's not possible. We will be represented by our dues, we will be represented by our attributes, because that's who we are. And we're very grateful to the people of this country through the Congress of Democratic Change and the Coalition of Democratic Change. We've got no intention to delve into something else. We say to you, that bargain be bargain, but own up to your history. Stop thinking that our brain people will just like things be the way it is. I want to say to your friends, check, journalists, go and check for them. Go and arrange them. Go to the United Party, check. You call the first thing names, other than the former government officials. Go to the ANC who haven't come to power, the high, all of them. They become a theater of former government officials. So, and you come, people who are inductees of the suffering of our Liberian people, and you call them partisans, and you think that Liberian people will say that you think things will be a business as usual. No, it's not possible. I want to say thank you. We're here. You did not succeed yesterday, and we're not convinced that you can succeed today. If you said to us that things are okay, let the Liberian people be the judge of our history. The Liberian people are the solar people. They make things and they do away with things. I want to say thank you for this time. You know, when the chairman here, you can say certain things. We urge you, we'll meet you very soon. Tell our friends, we're hitting the ground running. And we hope to come across our good friends, the journalists. And we'll be there. Our international friends want to say to you, thank you so kindly. At least you made them to know that there's no easy way to earning the trust of the Liberian people. Yeah. We did not use shortcut because Pastor we are very clear. He said, if it costs to spill a blood here, I will not do. If it costs to use the window to come to power, I will not do. That's why we pay homage to people like us who went to jail in this country, Mama K, Monu, Akawas, Mosigre. Stood the test of time. There was opportunity when other people were saying that we use non-lethal and lethal forces here. We were consciously on the side of the people. Yeah. When other people thought that a group that came of the sole purpose of going after people here and became a blessing, we do not fall on it or waver or down. You cannot become a dangling modifier. Indefinite shape. Maybe you can do that. Be considered, you say, I'm brave, I'm here. That word wasn't make you brave. That actions and deeds that make you brave. What is your history? Don't escape it.
Manda! Manda! Say yo! Say yo!
So here, our popcorn to do a piece of job to you, our presidential appointees. We are aware that these folks are talking to you to conspire, and you think you're walking away, and you're giving information, and you do not have, the government should have a singular position. That is totally unacceptable. Another government agency and ministry have a position. There are another ministry come and have a different position. Those kind of a way confusing our people, they've got to stop. This party will provide ideological philosophical and revolutionary guardian for the government. Inside trading is true. Inside trading, I want to say to you, the reason is simple. Our people are with them. They talk to them on a daily basis. We can predict everything. Answer the question why. You ask, what happened a few times? I come in and attend press conference again. Do not trust somebody who leads anything. I think coming is smarter than that. He knows what can make him president. He's aware. I think he knows exactly what it is. We asked Mr. Comey, please give Ruben all the support. He made Charles the president here. That's on your record. He also made the then Ellen Johnson the president. And he very good at making people president. Gave him the support. Let him lead your people. Okay, the one thing we can't guarantee you, Mr. Cummings, we can't guarantee you whether we'll not be here. We here. Like you can. Yeah. We can't guarantee you that. But we can guarantee you that you can give him whatever support you can give him. And after the game, then we can judge the history there. And that's how it is. We want to say thank you so kindly for this glorious opportunity. And we have come to talk to you, our people. We're not saying to you that everything is okay. To our government appointee, especially the presidential appointee. When things go wrong, some of you will be nowhere around here. They will be asking parties leaders. We take burden. And we're not scared to wait for you and say you will go and collapse before we guide you. We do not need your permission to ensure that you're on the right path. Our friends, if the president gave you an opportunity, we do not question this president. It is the fundamental right of the president, and we think that the Liberian people gave him that right to help Liberia. We're not saying whether be a sedition or not sedition. Whatever you are, and the president gives you an opportunity, you have one moral responsibility to act in accordance with the wish and aspiration of the Congress of Democratic Change. And don't say, I be proud of you. It's what the people voted on, yeah. We went to the people, we did not carry something different. We told them the agenda of the Congress of Democratic Change, Coalition of Democratic Change. We told them it is on the basis we will lead your country. You, appointees, be told, do not default on that. Chairperson is very clear. He got a mandate from the people of the 7th Assembly Congress, and they have said everything is okay. We are our partisans. He managed to talk with them. We try to reconcile our people. But one thing they have said, going forward, ministry and agency, whatsoever you are, you will be careful and monitor and watch so that you represent the best interests of the Liberian people, honor the guardians of the Congress of Democratic Change. We will not you can misinterpret that. That's what we're saying. We're not saying we're persecution, but we're saying to you, seditions who the people have entrusted with leadership in their party will not become spectator. Never with this sense of country. They will work and show it. that we make this president re-elected, go back to the community. Some of our people who are angry, we apologize to them. We say, we're not letting you down, Sidisha. We've come to apologize to you. Forgive us. Some of us who may have wronged you knowingly or unknowingly. We want to say thank you. You are given a responsibility. Our brothers, sisters, mothers, and uncles across the country, we say to you, we are proud of your decision. We understand the Congress told a lot. You told a lot. We want to apologize to you. We want to say to you, not that we have failed, we are apologizing to you because we respect your concern for us. We want to say we will rally around your son, George Malavia, who you know fully well is making tremendous effort. But while he's making those efforts, we will resist any attempt by insider trying to betray those attempts. What I said is that you can't keep the chairman waiting too long. That's the idea. Ladies and gentlemen, at this junction, I evoke the most singular honor, the one in which I drank from is the philosophical and ideological fountain, the one that I will remain unashamedly proud. Yes, I was only. I hear you say about him, about Job. No, he came to that job by history. He fought and made a government. He made a government. He said to you, when I end up fighting for you, not to be rewarded a job. It will stay here and perform the ideological defense of the people's children. That's why you check on your payroll anymore about him. Maru has been paid by the peoples in the community, the West Point, the Nikutan, and Claratan. That's why he got his assignment for. And I see some of them were dangling and checking over him and say the chairman have taken over. You are doubting the massive troop to him and begging and the chairman lead this revolution. And I'm very proud, I'm grateful that I am Secretary General of this man. This man will lead me well. This man will teach me very well. Don't, when you're angry find your leader, because we know our leader. Your mentions to call people leaders different from ours. More by more. Ambassador Wea, we owe no apologies to call you and accept you. In fact, we believe God sent you and Mother to lead us here. Yes. And you want to argue, go to your ancestors and argue. God has professed to us today, Honorable, the compatriot, the revolutionary, the commandante of the people's stroke. The one who will face the enemy not by his back, but by his bold face, his chest. He have come to deconstruct the bold-faced lies. He have come to eradicate the backward reactionary elements that he armed with nothing less but falsehood. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, as the chief tribe of this party, I'm elected at this moment to bring forth to you a man who have an unblameless history, will lead you again. We make Ambassador Wea president for the second time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'd like to give thanks to Liberia's development partners for the sustained bilateral and multilateral assistances given the first phase of this government under the progressive stewardship of His Excellency George Emmanuel Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia, on his way to a successful re-elections in the first round.
Amanda! 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 Amanda!
As you know, we've been engaged in the various communities and constituencies, mobilizing and creating waves, creating blue waves, building the blue wall towards the December 20th nomination program that looks to nominate His Excellency the President to a triumphant second term. We can feel the momentum went through the constituencies, went through the districts. We see the zealous enthusiasm of partisans, supporters and sympathizers. We see natural constituencies stretching from the length and breadth of our country for the President's re-election strategy. We are grateful as we go from district to district. We are partisans and sympathizers shouting to the opposition, no vacancy, no vacancy, no vacancy, no vacancy. No vacancy! No vacancy! No vacancy! No vacancy! That goes to establish the unparalleled momentum that is associated with the December 20th nomination program. We are convinced that the momentum building is unprecedented. We are persuaded by the turnout, which is being organized with little sweat and little effort, a demonstration of the fact that His Excellency has done tremendously well in 5 years and that he has laid the foundations for change. We say thank you to all the districts of Monserrato. We say thank you to southeastern Liberia, from whence we are visited 3 weeks ago and saw unparalleled momentum, unprecedented political surge. We are excited that a blue wall has been erected in the southeast that is impregnable, that is invincible. You want the thing that is certain to accelerate the President's re-election strategy. I've been to almost every community in Monserrato, every district, almost every district. The blue wall is stretching from the southeast. The blue wall stretches as far as Riverside, Grand Bassa County, where we've been. The blue wall stretches to the Aslam community on its way to becoming a middle-class driven community, West White, Nickerton, District 14, Gibraltar, Claratown, Logantown, of course, and the various sectors of District number 17, Warrensburg, Clare-Ashland, Millsburg, Brewerville, etc. The blue wall is accentuating and getting stronger. The blue wall is a wall of defense that will shield this president from any presidential defeat. We are certain his re-election is cast in stone by the grace of God and the people's support. He is on his way to a resounding historic re-election in the first round in 2023 election. So thank you for the momentum being created. We are confident. And the Twitter program is established in success that will be unprecedented. We believe should the 20th program be held, CDC will break its own record. Now all the convergence of the biggest numerical crowd of the past will be surpassed on the 20th should that program be held. So we say thank you to Liberians from every walk of life for building or for beginning the building of a blue wall. The wave is building. Blue wave is building and will soon make landfall. We are not deterred by the criticism from the opposition. It is the job of the opposition to criticize. So regardless of your achievement, there will still be criticism because there's someone out there, regardless of their minimal strength, who wants to be where you are. So criticism will always be a function of the day. When the election result is announced that he left His Excellency George Manawiya to a second term conveniently, sweatlessly, in a peaceful, free, fair, democratic election next year. Now, regardless of the success, now we understand that, to say this first and foremost, we understand the drive behind the gush of fury and vitriol that is coming from the opposition. The vitriolic comments and gangster politics that has come to be associated with the opposition is understandable. I believe they have, no matter how few, they have some of their family members in the communities that is reporting back to them about the momentum building in the constituencies. And so there's an attempt to jeopardize that momentum by staging a counter process that they know may not succeed, but could be a distraction, could be chaotic because of what is being envisaged as their perceived agenda to undermine the existing rule of law and create chaos and anarchy in our country. We understand that. And we know what drives that ambition. Regardless of the agenda, CDC, the mighty coalition for democratic change, is a political superstructure that has individuals we consider, including myself, led by the president, as Peace Corps. We are Peace Corps that will never allow the degenerate, that will never allow the disintegration of peace and stability. We are here as Peace Corps to protect the peace and ensure the rule of law prevails and ensure free speech is always available, even to our detractors. The man that is president is a man of peace. And we will stand with him and support him to achieve and maintain peace at any cost. To us, peace will not be compromised, not under this leadership that I chair, along with an able executive committee. Peace will be sustained. Even the detractors that are eager to plunge us back into crisis or chaos will not be allowed to do that by the Liberian people. Because to us, our motto becomes peace first, peace last. And we will never, at any point in time, put politics over people. We will always put people over politics. That is what defines the mighty coalition for democratic change. Now, under His Excellency George Weah, as standard bearer of the CDC in the opposition, seditions were manhandled and dehumanized. The humanness of the sedition was robbed, was taken away. by the gangster political bureaucracy of the alien regime. We were brutalized. There was Baton police unit created expressly to victimize seditions. Elections were rigged. Women's arms were broken. People in young pregnancies experienced miscarriage because of police brutality. Our young militants were murdered right at this headquarters, shot out at point blank range by a bandit police unit. Regardless of these tragedies that were orchestrated by the early slave hegemony, George Manuel Weah, as our standard bearer in the opposition, chose to be peace ambassador. He chose to work for peace. He protected the peace. He guided the democratic process in this country. Regardless of the victimization of the CDC, the standard bearer did nothing to undermine the rule of law and remain an agent of change, an agent of peace and stability. Do you know what it means for a political leader of the party that won power but was robbed to accept to work in a government that robbed him as peace ambassador? In Banga, he went there. He deserved the presidency. He was cheated of victory, but yet chose to work for peace and accepted to be appointed as Liberia's peace ambassador. And so he was doing the heavy lifting upon which the Madam Salif regime was able to govern the country and complete its democratic transition. That makes George Manuel Weah, His Excellency, a hero, yes, a man of peace, a man of difference, a unique character. No wonder, regardless of the antics and the optics of the opposition, we are having peace and stability in this country, and freedom can never be questioned. Whether free speech, whether free press, whether freedom to assemble has been maximally guaranteed under His Excellency George Manuel Weah as president. We are proud of that. The question must be asked, while the UP goes into opposition, who amongst them is the peacemaker? Am I waiting answers? Who among them has chosen to make the ultimate sacrifice to wait for peace? In 12 years, under George Manuel Weah's leadership in the opposition, he chose to wait for peace. In the reverse, the UP is in opposition, they are choosing to wait to create chaos and anarchy. The difference is clear. One group is for the people, the other group is working to satisfy the principle and the politics of the elites that they lead. Where is the peacemaker in the opposition? Those that claim to love Liberia, why aren't they speaking peace? His Excellency George Weah spoke peace. He brought peace. He won peace. He ran peace. He ran the party of the people through a peaceful transition and won election through a legitimate, free, fair, democratic process and continue to be a peacemaker. In the opposition, where are the peacemakers? Where are they? Where are they? To the contrary, there appears to be a concerted effort to undermine the rule of law, to sow chaos, to create anarchy, and promote pandemonium, and instill fear in the community. They are determined to always spray poison gas in the political atmosphere to suffocate our democracy. That is what they know to do best. Today, you turn the radio on, you hear about violent protests, challenging the system of governance, challenging the existence of the rule of law, challenging the fundamental and the core values of our democracy. We didn't do that in the opposition. They want to create chaos that undermines the existing democratic premise and the existence of the rule of law. We are peace corps and will not join them in our attempt. We are peacemakers led by a great peace ambassador and will not join them in our attempt. And so, of recent, of course, you heard the comments from the AFL Chief of Staff. I'm not going to go into the details. Besides those comments, which appears to be a crisis warning, you have different comments, vitriol from different leaders of the opposition that creates the impression that things are not right.
And that is because they are the one creating that negative narrative. It's not from the governing sphere. They are the one creating the impression of a negative democracy because they intend to exploit that process to their personal aggrandizement. They want to avoid elections. They want to create shortcuts to power. That is inconceivable. The only way the power is through a democratic electoral process that determines who becomes president. And in a democracy, on an open playing field, it is not possible for anyone to celebrate our numerical advantage in a free and fair election to defeat George Miller. We are in an open democratic process. It's not possible because he has done so well and will be elected on his record. Will be elected on his record of achievement, his record of progressive development processes, his record of peace and stability. You know the rest. So the CDC is very much concerned that a group of Liberians, no matter how few they may be, is determined to roll back the peace, roll back the democracy, and create chaos and anarchy. As Peace Corps, we will always stand in defense of the people, in defense of the rule of law, in defense of free speech, to ensure that stability and peace is always protected at all times. To us, there is no justification for violence. We are the people that believe in peace because no matter what, we are the ones that stay here. We are from the trenches. We are from the communities. We are from the ghettos. I'm proud to be associated with the ghetto, and I'm still there.
Speak, Chairman, speak. Manda, 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 manda.
When the president wrote a letter of the executive committee of recent times and pleaded, imagine the president of our country, the most popular revolutionary Liberia progressive, writes a letter to his executive committee and says, I am pleading with you to please, in the midst of the current political challenges, that is with the opposition, in the midst of what is perceived as their plan to undermine the rule of law, he even raises debate above every other debate. He said, I know the country is mobilized. I know the constituencies are prepared to nominate me. I know there are plans to lock down ATS, lock down party headquarters, turn Monrovia into a blue day. He said, I know this plan and I'm grateful. But I'm pleading with the executive committee. Go to a meeting, discuss this, and please, I'm suggesting that we postpone the nomination program to allow Liberians to go through the festive season, to focus on the Christmas celebration, and so that we can have our time of celebration and the nomination in February 2023. That letter was sent to us by the president, pleading with us to consider postponing the program to allow Liberians to celebrate Christmas and focus on Christmas, and so that after the celebration in February, and based upon what you suggested, you even suggest that date. And then we can always have a nomination program. Because he said to me, I always place people over politics. It is from that letter that I was able to glean the phrase, placing people over politics, as opposed to the opposition who will place politics over people. George Manda says, I've always placed people over politics. So because of my regard for the people, because of my desire to see them focus on the Christmas festivity, let us postpone the nomination program to take place anytime next year, preferably in February. Now, when that letter was written, we convened an executive committee meeting immediately, and we dialogued for about 3 hours, mainly on that issue and other issues relative to party progress and party agenda. And the day he's elected, the executive committee said, well, he's a standard bearer, we respect and love him, and we think what, besides that, we think what he has proposed makes a lot of sense, placing people over politics. And so the executive committee endorsed that the nomination program, in as much as the community is mobilized, in as much as you are ready, I know that we heard from people, but that's why it is. In the service that we're in as a revolutionary party, you always got to remain sensitive of the interests of the masses. In this case, the Stanborough thinks that we should place people over politics and allow the people to celebrate Christmas, and then after the celebration process, and have a prolific, gigantic nomination program. And so because of that, the NDC met and deliberated and came up with the following decision that I'm going to announce to you today. Now, instead of the 20th program, the executive committee has made a decision and the nomination program is now moved from the 20th of December to the 4th of February 2023 in Monrovia, Monserrate County at the Anthony Totman Stadium. And all programs and activities remain the same. All committees that were formed or announced remain the same. Continue to mobilize beyond the Christmas, continue to excite the base, and continue to do your work, whether in Liberia, whether in the United States, whether in Europe, in Australia, wherever programs were planned, those venues and activities remain the same. We are only experiencing a change in date because the president would prefer the place, as he has always done, people who will follow him.
Down. December 20th, down. Up. February 4th, up.
Now, besides that, Liberia's political human magnet, the man that is widely known, famous for being called Liberia's underbad road medicine. Liberia's progressive president, a champion of peace, a champion of freedom, a champion of stability and good governance. He returns to the country on December 18, 2022. Seditions under my voice, regardless of your location, regardless of your domicile, regardless of internal political persuasion, man or woman, Christian, atheist or Muslim, every sedition under my voice is encouraged and mandated to make their way at the Rabos International Airport from the morning of the 18th to the afternoon to receive His Excellency George Manuel Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia, Secretary of the Permanent Composition of Democratic Change.
It's a gift of the country.
And you will do it peacefully. In a law-abiding manner, as you've always done. That is the day we will prove the skeptics and the critics wrong. All the narratives of your opponents will be disproven step by step, beginning on the 18th of December. I want the Liberia police to help us provide safety measures for the highway from here to from our partner headquarters here to RIA, so the backriders that will be trooping their way in their thousands to receive our standard bearer will be protected. Observe traffic rules while you plow the street. Observe the rest of pedestrians. Likewise, those that will be behind steering. Be peaceful. Observe the normal mileage moving towards the SKD, towards the RIA and back. Give others the right to also use the road because they are Liberians like all of us, like any of us. Be orderly. I know the RIA is going to be jammed by the capacity. I know there may not be space. That creates the basis to be cautious and mindful of the way you conduct yourself while you are there. Be peaceful. We are interested in going to a free, fair, democratic election. Moving forward, as I've always said to you, when they slap your left ear, what do? Check your right. If you don't want it to be slapped, don't go where they will slap it. Because we are not a violent party, we insist on the rule of law. If you go to a place where there is controversy that leads to violence, you'll be held accountable in accordance with the rule of law. Conditions, you are peace corps. You are led by a great peacemaker. You are led by a champion of peace. So on the 18th, all roads lead to the Rebels International Airport to receive Liberia's gigantic political heavyweights, around whom the blue water is being built, that makes it impregnable and invincible to political defeat. Get ready. Then on the 24th of December, the CDC is going to be having a children party in every district in Monserrate County. Children need to be constantly cared for and celebrated as our future leaders. We will throw party for every child. It does not matter the parents' political persuasion or political identity. Whether you are a child whose father or mother come for you to the party or from the party is notwithstanding. Bring the case. That day we must forget politics and celebrate our common identity as Liberians. Let the children be part of this celebration on the 24th. And this is going to be taking place with the support of the president. It is his project to put smiles on the children's faces, to celebrate Christmas with our children in the communities on the 24th of December. Now, on New Year's Day, every district in Monserrate will receive hot meal for our elders. They're preparing hot meal under the party's hot meal program from district to district to identify with the old folks, to show them love, to embrace them as human beings who also deserve love and respect. So every district in Monserrate will organize the party hot meal program. Lawmakers are encouraged beyond Monserrate to take this program to their respective constituencies or their respective districts. If you are from Grand Bassa, go to Grand Bassa and organize children party in your district, hot meal program in your district, likewise in Southeast, likewise Limba, Lofa, wherever you are. Take these two programs to the various constituencies to give our people a basis to know that they have a government that loves them or a country that cares for them. For those that are waiting to see the death of CDC, you got a long time to wait. CDC will never die. CDC will never die. CDC will never die. Don't let the Democratic Congress for Democratic Change. Don't let the National Patriotic Party. Don't let the LPDP. Don't let Joel Howard Taylor. Don't let Alex Tyler. Don't let His Excellency George Manawia.